Matt always has great stories. He's here with us, and I want to welcome you in, Matt, and I don't want to miss a single minute because I want to start with a story that you just posted. It's amazing we have a pre-shortage after something coming out of the Archdiocese of Denver, which is a stalwart. I mean, the Archdiocese of Denver is fabulous, and I know doing a whole lot of great things. This one's a little nutty.
Yeah.
Good morning, Matt.
More than a little nutty. This is it's bizarre. You know, I gotta admit though, the one thing I couldn't believe I could find, I always look for a picture to go along with the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Finding a picture of Bigfoot and Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, that was good. I kind of put that one out there, and then I was like, wow, that actually came up.
Amazing.
A seminary in the Archdiocese of Denver had its seminarians essentially agreeing to swear a blood oath to the Yeti, the Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, and they said it was kind of a prank. But do seminaries should we be playing with blood oaths?
Right.
You know, and this is the kind of thing where you look at like, I wonder why we have a pre-shortage. Well, I think if the seminary itself is not taking itself seriously, why would the seminarians?
Yeah, and of course they've got this on video. Why? Because these guys have cell phones, and some of them are going, "What the heck are we doing here? This is ridiculous." And the Archdiocese itself, to be fair, has come out and said it was imprudent, it was ridiculous, basically, and not a good idea. So not set up by the Archdiocese. It seems that it was put on by one priest there who had the idea, but kind of got everybody to go along with it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, you got the clergy there in the Archdiocese of Denver divided over how this is being handled. So obviously there's some saying, it's just a joke, just relax. And the others are saying, you don't joke around with certain things.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, Ron. I read that part. The fallout of the event has divided students, faculty, and clergy in the diocese. I thought, really? People are divided on this?
Well, just that the person who was in charge, they said he was fired, but then there's word that he still has a position within the Archdiocese. And look, I understand that, you know, a good joke. I really do. I try to mix humor in with talk about faith all the time, but blood oath it's a different level. You know what I mean? If you wanted to have it where they all, you know, they got fooled into seeing a Sasquatch, you know, you had a priest run around the woods to scare them. Yeah, I'm all for that. You know what I mean? That would be great. You know.
Yeah, let's put a bow on this by saying this. Look, it's okay to have. It's okay for Catholics in good standing to have different thoughts on how you go about the immigration process here in the United States of America. You can have that discussion. You can't have a discussion about whether it's okay to swear a blood oath to Bigfoot. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. It's just, I don't know what the division is. It's like everybody should say, oh, that was really dumb. And then you say, okay, everybody agrees. That was really dumb. We shan't be doing that again.
I think when it comes down to some people are just saying, oh, lighten up. It's like a fraternity prank. But the truth is the seminary is not a fraternity. Right. You know, they're called to a higher calling, and you got to step up your game. It's not good. Blood oaths are dangerous. I don't care what you're saying. Just agreeing to it, and then the way they were pressuring them to do it was also a little disturbing. They didn't think this one through. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and again, just to restate, the Archdiocese of Denver has had a wonderful, incredible reputation for years and years now, and so this is not a good look, and hopefully we can get past it quickly, and they can continue to do the good work that they've been doing there in the Archdiocese of Denver.
Oh, I did want to tell you guys. I mentioned last week that my two daughters were running a triathlon. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. I've been laughing about it since.
They did. They did run it over the weekend, and a triathlon is sort of a weird event. It's sort of like Woodstock because there's so much kumbaya going on. It's like Woodstock, but with granola instead of drugs and protein bars.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better option, by the way.
Way better. I kind of OD'd on the kumbayas pretty quickly, I got to be honest. And there's so much talk about self-empowerment and then T-shirts saying, my wife is my superhero, and I was just like, all right, then, you know. But I did say every duo that finished together held hands or raised their arms together. And, you know, there were so many, you know, sisters and, you know, so many mothers and daughters. pretty nice. So my two daughters are finishing together, and 10 yards before the finish line, my older daughter turns around. Now there's people out, clapping and applauding. They're announcing them coming in. My older daughter turns around and pushes her little sister backwards to win the race.
So everybody else is coming in arm in arm, hands raised.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
And then the image of them crossing the finish line is my younger daughter behind her older sister, spraying her with the water bottle.
And the official said, "I told you to keep an eye on those Archbold girls."
Right. There was an alarming lack of kumbaya there. Yeah.
So, Matt, weren't you training with them? Like, weren't you going to the gym and doing things like that, but it didn't inspire you to run this race?
I really do appreciate you focusing the story where it should be back on me. And I've always loved that about you, Pat.
I'm sorry. I remember last week.
Yeah, I'm going to, after this phone call, I'm going to the gym. I'd much rather go to the couch. So this was an all-women's triathlon. And the triathlon would have to be very, very, very short. Like, it would have to be, like, swim, like, once across the pool. Run, like, right over there.
It's like one cannonball and run around the track, yeah.
Run to the ice cream stand on the corner.
I came up with a solution to this a long time ago. I renamed my refrigerator the gym, and so I make several visits to the gym every single day if anybody asks.
I like that. I like that.
CreativeMinorityReport.com. Some people do stupid things just so Matt writes about it, so we got to check that out. Matt Archbold, thanks. Have a great day.
God bless.